Alright, it is January 5th, Friday night. You'll probably be watching this by Saturday, but here is the first recap of the year. So yeah, let's get right to it. I have NQ up right now, but first I want to go to this post I made where, actually, first I want to give you the context of it. So, I'm going to pull up ES on the weekly. This right here is the first trading day of 2022. On the weekly, first trading week, I'm sorry. And then, if I go over here, it is right here. So here's the first trading day of 2022. I guess I can do it just to demonstrate. I have to load some more days, that's all. But yeah, so this is the daily chart 2022, first trading day. And immediate reversal with a huge run up before. Pretty much the entire year, but especially a November to December run. And we melted. And we've been in a range since. That's when the range started pretty much. So this is what confirmed the range was 2022. So wanted to point that out to you guys because I made a post. I posted on Substack at the beginning of the week saying, will this be 2 years out of 3? And I pointed out in 2022, the first candle of the first trading day of the year was the top at a key inflection point of after that year's massive bull run. Almost looking like history will repeat itself so far. And then I said these daily candles must close strong, blah, blah, blah. And then these are what the charts looked like Sunday night. Monthly for, monthly. The weekly, as you can see, the week just opened. And you'll see in a minute what it looks like now. The daily, we're kind of holding on to the 9, but shooting for the 20. TPO up here, all these singles below, singles above. And then NQ's weekly looked like this. And that's all the key information I think you need to see from that. But, alright, now, if you guys ever want to see any charts like that, like throughout the day or whatever, just follow me on Twitter and Substack, and I post a lot of charts like this, and I'll put descriptions and whatnot. But so yeah, that's what the beginning of the week looked like, and that's what these stars mark is Sunday. Sorry, since it's a holiday, Monday's Globex. So hang on, let me just change that real quick. Actually, screw it. So, okay. I'll go to the TPO last. On ES is monthly. It's a new monthly candle. We reversed at the close of the previous month and could not pass this pivot. And we pushed down to this zone where I didn't do a video last week, so it must have been in a newsletter or a tweet, but I said I wanted to see this hold. We have high volume node here. So this would be a spot to look for buyers. You just gotta remember this is a monthly candle, so it still could push down more before buyers could come in. But in a bull case, we'd like to see to at least get there. But so there's the monthly on NQ, and look at the weekly. You remember what it looked like before? Not too bad, but push to that weekly 9 MA. The week started at a crucial inflection point. I pointed that out with 2 upper wicks. I don't have volume up, but I believe this was on high volume, indicating that there was high volume in the upper wick. We pretty much top ticked or grabbed the liquidity from this pivot. So this would be a good spot to start to look for buyers. I would wait for the thick blue, the higher volume node. So that was the NQ weekly. Here's the daily. I want to talk about the average trading range on NQ right now. It's the 18 days, 173 points. We did 196, but it's been very below average. The average was at 187 is the low, and 214 is the high of this range we've been in since the beginning of December. So right here, what you're seeing here, this 300 average point, that peak, that's from, you know, all this nice run up we had and all these big bars from this period. So starting to slow down, so we're definitely going to see, I think we're going to see some sentiment shift going into the year. So this white line is not a volume average, it's the average trading range. Here's the number. But on the daily, oh, I accidentally deleted it. I knew I had a level missing, guys. So yeah, we just have this little pivot right here I marked, and couldn't make it to it, not yet. And extremely bearish candle. So I'm sorry, guys. There's one thing I was missing. So the first candle, this is Sunday night right here, and just opened for Globex, pushed up, probably chopped here, and then Monday we puked, and right to the 20 MA and this high volume node, which we could not hold because now we lost this node and we're at the node below it, which is previous resistance. So you see it was bought a little bit. So on the 4 hour, these are balanced composites, so let me get it to pop up. So basically, this is all the volume for this balance from here until it was broken. So that's taking all that volume. This is taking all that volume. And this is taking... It should be taking all of this volume, but I accidentally goofed it, and it's taking this. And then this would take all of the volume until we lost the range, which would be right there. So I'm separating it, and I'm looking at the value. Oops, I'm looking at the value areas. And so we are up here basing. Oh, I didn't see that was my problem. Okay. Monday. Alright, here's the first day of the year. First day of the year. So we closed the year. We're balancing in this range. This range was started December 14th. This is a 4 hour chart. And we are ranging in it. Pretty much top ticked it. It was, we closed on the high of Wednesday. Thursday failed. And then, yeah. Friday we put in that lower high Friday evening and traversed back to the low. And in auction market theory, once you lose a balance area, that's why I keep these up, because look what happened. We lost this one. We lost this one. We returned to this previous one. And here, let me return to this previous one. Bounced off it. We could not accept back in it. And then traversed through it. And then rejected off of it, and then made it to the next one. Initially kind of rejected off of it, and then traversed through it, and this one held, and now we could not accept out of it, so I would look for us to trade in this value area / curve, which should only go to here. But I'm not going to take time to fix that right now, but yeah, I would just redraw it from here to here. So it doesn't have all this volume. This would be the low. But so let me drill this down so you can see the price action of it and how it how it worked. Weekly profile, so this is last week. Just puke down all week long, pretty much. Establishing a lot of high volume here. Nice excess tail right here at the high node. So we'll see. Just kind of waiting for a bid to come in on NQ. And then, so this is the lower time frame. This is a 15-minute, so you can see. So we were chopping in this range, pulled up, lower high, puked it, couldn't stay in. And then we bounced off of this, and then traversed through it. And then once we made out, we rejected off of it, lower high. Nice bounce here in the zone, another bounce. Traverse through, couldn't accept below, and now we're just kind of hanging out in this curve for now. And so these are weekly profiles. You see each week what we've done. It was a hell of a November, late November, December, and the 30-minute candles. So oh yeah, okay. So here's the TPO. So what was it? End of this week, we took out this excess right here. This is a multi-day profile starting on the 2nd of this month, and we on Monday of this year overnight on Monday of this year we left out some overnight single prints, poor structure above that I'm watching, and this is a 2-day balance right here with excess up top, and it looks like we have potentially caught a bid here, so I will be watching that. Nice, very nice excess below on this overnight profile. Just mark that excess. So yeah, this is what Friday looked like. Just picture this is a 30-minute candle chart if you don't know. Pretty balanced day. Pink is your 30-minute balance, purple is an hour, so pretty much a balanced day. And alright, so this is what I would be watching for NQ. Still have this we're still propped up on the CPI gap and single prints. I will be watching for this 375 to 330 to hold to the downside, and then below that we have 250. And to the upside, we have 575 and then 781. And let me go through and check. 575. Would also like to see 400 hold to the downside, as well as we cannot put a lower high in the weekly, so we must break 915 for sure. So would not be surprised if we do a little accumulating here, maybe run the liquidity before going higher, but never know, guys. You do not want to see us put in a lower high here. You do not want to see us put a lower high in here. So those are really just the main levels I'll be watching. This is the main value area, and I want to see this hold. So, and then for ES, on the monthly candle, on this one last month, we finished the month at the pivot. This month opened lower, and just like the other one, pushed here. So I'd like to see this hold. I have this high volume node highlighted as a true buyer's line in sand. This is also marking the first week of 2022 to demonstrate the complete upside down V we did. Now on the weekly, we this week just once again, just like ES, open, pop up, probably Globex, and then puke. So key inflection point right here. We have the pivot zone, and then this high almost made it to the top of the zone and couldn't close a body above that high. That's no bueno. So it is good to see that the buyers wicked off of this blue high volume node there. So that will be on watch. Still have the weekly 9MA below us, so on ES we are at it. This is pretty interesting. So on the daily, before we had this bullish volume imbalance gap in the candle showing just poor structure, and actually, so this is the Monday or Tuesday candle. We took that out on, what is this, Wednesday, I believe. So this gap is now gone, and then the next day we created a bearish one. We have had this bullish one from the 13th of December, and it is still holding. We wicked perfectly off of it, so it's kind of a battle right now. That, from what we've seen from these charts, is we are kind of starting to establish a range or balance, and this helps confirm that. Also wicked right at that blue high volume node. Let's see if there's a clean trend line off this. It's not bad. So pretty much perfect V. On this one, the trading range kind of looks like it's trending. So yeah, I like to see that. Does NQs kind of look like that? No, it does not. So yeah, ES is, we're picking up bars, but we're moving down, so it's because bigger down bars as well are being counted. So ES daily, ES weekly. So you can see each of these are a session. We're just starting to balance. A lot of the volume value areas are overlapping. And I have a lot of I'm pretty sure I posted a lot of examples of this on, I showed a little, but on my Substack and or Twitter, of just balance we were in on ES, fell below, found perfectly the prior balance, bounced off of it, and once we lost this value area, fell out, popped back in, could not accept, failed. Buyers bought the previous value, popped up, failed, and now we're just kind of in this void in between. Probably going to put volume in because it's such a low volume node. For absolute discount buy, I would like to see us come here to this volume. As far as the zone, this would be a good, perfect 50 to 61.8% fib dip. See us just do that, but because we are in a range, so this could just be grabbing the liquidity from the range. But it's all about if we put in a lower high. Are we gonna put in a lower high and then go lower, or are we gonna put in a higher low? And that's just for the here, you know, not even talking what's gonna happen once we're up here. But don't want to harp too long. So here's the weekly profiles. We opened the week on Monday. Just look how thin that is, no volume. That just shows how fast price moved in probably London, Asia session. And then we opened on Monday, very boring, or Tuesday, very boring. Created this supply zone. And this old low from the balance held for a day, and this is that old balance. So little 30-minute view of it for you guys. All right, so let's go over data. So for data, we have Monday, January 1st, holiday, obviously. This is the wrong week. But yeah, no. So next week, Monday, no high impact or red folder. Tuesday, no high impact red folder. Wednesday's crude oil, obviously 10-year auction. I'm only reading the red folder. Thursday, core CPI red folder. Month over month, year over year, 30-year bond auction. That should be interesting. Initial but jobless claims. And then Friday, we have a red folder, PPI month over month. Feel free to read these. And then, so let's just check a few things out. So the VIX. VIX weekly looks like it's trying to become bullish. We will see. Let's check the daily. QQQ. Lost this balance we were in. From here to here. That does not look good. I do not like that. Let me delete this. Lost that. So yeah, I just like comparing the QQQ candles and gaps, upper wicks, not looking good. Gap, big gap, push down. So that's a very bearish gap right there. No bueno. SPY, another bad one. Gap and push down. Yeah, lots of other upper wicks and gaps. Would not look for things to even start to hold until there. We have this bullish gap too. So CL still in this zone I love so much. Been accumulating for a long time. Let's check XLE. Kind of on the other side of this trend line. I don't like that, but if it can turn into a channel, I do. But we are in this crucial area, so need to see energy pick it up. USO. Wow, I gotta redo all that. Remove drawings. Where are we? Okay. Let's take this right here. Yeah, so USO, nice pick off of there. We'll see though. Alright. RSP, I like to just compare this to SPY because this is equal weighted. IWM, nice liquidity grab. They did run it. I haven't checked this in a while. And yeah, they almost perfectly targeted. Yeah, they did. This liquidity right here. Alright, yeah, so they grabbed this liquidity and grabbed this liquidity, and we're just ranging away. Alright, Bitcoin for the heck of it. This major flip zone I was watching, which caused that major breakout. And now we have some liquidity here. So, at 48,000. Oxy was watching that beautiful zone. And Tesla holding the trend line. We will see. How's the weekly look? That grab off of there, which makes me think Elon was, Elon was loading those. But alright guys, I don't want to get this too long, but yeah, if you guys want charts throughout the week, in the description I'll put my X or Twitter link, and as well as my Substack. So subscribe, follow me, and have a great weekend. Study up, guys.